If you didn't harm the girl, Richard, you ain't got nothing to be afraid of. Isn't that right, Curtis? Richard ain't done nothing wrong, not did he?
Nah, of course not, Mama Lucy. You know Richard don't pay any attention to no white girl.
I know he don't. That's why he should go back to work this morning, because he ain't done nothing. Ain't that right, Richard?
That's right, Mama Lucy. I didn't do none of that, girl. It's like I said, I went to the Drexel building because I had to take a leak. I mean, use the commode.
Don't have to apologize to me. I know when men have to go to the bathroom, they have to go. Remember, I raised you since you were a little baby.
Right.
Ever since your mama and papa died in that horrible car crash. Bless their souls.
Well, when I went to get on the elevator, I sort of tripped and brushed against her.
Oh,
Lord,
Richard.
worse than
I mean, but I went to apologize and she began to scream. She was screaming like a crazy woman. And I didn't know what to do, so I ran. I ran as fast as I could.
But you didn't have to run, Richard.
If I had to, you know what they may have done to me?
Nah,
The way that girl was screaming, people would have thought she was being raped.
Richard's right, Mama Lucy. If them white folks had thought that Richard was trying to rape that white girl, God knows what they would have done.
I know what you are saying are true. White folks always think our men want to chase after white women.
Now, see, they want to believe that because they think white women are superior to our women. They know that ain't true. That's just what they want to believe. Makes white men feel that they got something that we ain't got. Why if a Negro man even looks at a white woman in the face, white men want to get all offended. But it's them who want our women.
That may be true. But if Richard don't go back to work this morning, that's going to give them an excuse to say he did bother that woman. Lord, if only I knew what to do.
I know what to do. I'm not going back. I ain't gonna let those white folks put something on me when I know I didn't do nothing.
I wouldn't let them folks harm you, son. You are a mighty fine boy. And you shouldn't have to run away from something you didn't do. Besides, the Lord won't let anything happen to you when you ain't done no wrong.
And why was Jesus crucified, Mama Lucy? He didn't do nothing wrong either.
Watch your mouth, Curtis. It ain't the same thing, and you should know that. Jesus died for our sins.
Well, maybe he died for nothing, because these white folks are still sinning.
Don't you ever let me hear you talk like that again. White folks are not the only ones that sin. Colored folks are sinners too.
I'm sorry, Mama Lucy. I didn't mean it that way.
I know you didn't really mean what you said, son. You're a fine boy. I've known you most of your life, but two wrongs don't make it right. And as a God-fearing woman, I can't condone such talk. Now, son, if you really don't feel like going to work this morning, then so be it. But tomorrow, you got to face up to this whole thing. We'll both go together. I wonder who that could be at this time of morning. Go ahead the door, Curtis.
Oh, yes, Mama.
Thank you, Curtis. Good morning, you, Mama Lucy. And you too, Richard.
Good morning, Officer Parker. Now, if you came here for some of my homemade biscuits, you came at the wrong time. I didn't cook any this morning.
Oh, that's quite all right, because I didn't come for your hot biscuits this time. Although I must admit, you make the best biscuits in the Greenwood district.
Well, what brings you to pay us a visit this morning?
I'm here on official business this time.
What kind of official business? You know we are all law-abiding folks.
Right.
Well, Mama Lucy, this isn't very easy for me, but I came to take Richard to see Chief Atkinson.
And what does he want to see Richard for?
Quiet, Curtis. I do the asking. And just why does he want to see my boy?
About an incident that took place yesterday morning at the Drexel building.
Oh, that incident? Richard told me all about it.
That he attacked a white girl in the...
I don't do no such thing.
That's right. Richard didn't bother that girl. He just bumped into her by accident.
That's not what the girl told Chief Atkinson. And if you didn't do anything to her, Richard, why did you run away?
'Cause she was screaming. And I got a little upset, but I ain't doing none of that girl.
Then you don't need to worry. You can just come down to the station with me and everything will be cleared up.
Wait a minute. If he ain't done anything wrong, why must he go to the station?
I told you to be quiet, Curtis. But you don't have to take him down to the station this morning. I was going to do it myself tomorrow morning.
Well, I'm sorry, Mama Lucy. He has to come with me today. I have a warrant for this arrest.
Arrest? You can't arrest my boy.
I ain't got no choice. I'm just doing my duty.
Your duty? Or maybe you're doing the duty of these white folks. Or are you one of them?
You just stop where you are, and I suggest you shut that big mouth of yours. I know you're a member of the African Blood Brotherhood, but that don't mean a darn thing to me. Don't make me have to take you in too. Now, Mama Lucy, I don't have much time. If what Richard says is true, he'll be home before noon.
And what if they don't believe him?
All he has to do is tell the truth. All right, Richard, we gotta go.
Must I go with him, Mama Lucy?
Yes, son, you got to go. But everything's gonna be all right. Just tell them the truth, son. That's all you have to do. The Lord won't let you down.
All right, Richard, we gotta go.
Don't you let anything happen to my baby. Do you hear me? Please don't let anything happen to my boy.